This episode of Ties That Help was brought to you by Audible. What's up guys, in this video I'm going to be reviewing the Galaxy S5. I know a lot of you guys have been patiently waiting on this video, so here it is, my thoughts on this phone. So here it is, the Galaxy S5. The display on the front is 5.1 inches compared to the S4, which is only 5 inches, so it's just a little bit bigger, not too much of a difference. Taking a look at the back of the phone, you'll see the new plastic backing, which has lots of little dimples in it, making it much more grippy than the smooth glossy back that was on the S4. So pretty much if you hold an S4 in your hand, you know what it feels like to hold an S5. It's pretty much the same thing, except for the little bit different of a backing. And yeah, it's a nice phone. I like the design of it. It just hasn't changed that much. Now what I think is really cool about this phone is it's actually waterproof and dust proof. Now you wouldn't want to go put it in like a sandstorm or like go swimming with it in the ocean or something like that. But if you spill water on it a little bit or maybe dropped it in a puddle, or like a lot of people I know do, drop it in the toilet, it may be able to withstand that. Not 100% certain, but it may. Most like little spills or something like that, it will withstand that. But yeah, it's nice to have that feature. It's a little plus to make the phone more durable, to stand up to more things. And that brings me to the most annoying part about this phone, and that is this little tiny flap right here, a little covered thing over the USB port. This is so annoying. The reason this is there to keep the water and dust and lint and stuff like that from your pocket out, which is nice, but that is really annoying to have to like stick your fingernail in there and pry it out every time you want to plug a USB cord in. Right now I don't have a case on it for the sake of the review, but I've been using a pretty big bulky case, which a lot of people do, and I could not actually get my fingernail in there to open the little USB flap up when that case was on. So I had to actually get my girlfriend to do it for me one night so that I could plug my phone up to charge it. That's pretty annoying. I don't have to like take my case off just to charge my phone every time. It's not like that with every case, but if you're wanting to get like a bulky case for the S5, I would just check into that first. Another thing that really bugs me about the design of this phone is that the camera on the back actually sticks out farther than the rest of the back of the phone. So if you drop this on its back, the camera is the first thing that's going to hit, that lens right there, and yes, it will shatter. The same thing happened with my S4, and then the camera was unusable after it cracked, or at least it looked horrible after that. So that's something I think they should change. The camera should either be flush with the rest of the phone or even like in a little bit. I'll get back to the camera in just a little bit though. Now as far as the specs, the Galaxy S5 is rocking a 2.5 GHz quad-core CPU and 2 gigs of RAM. This makes for a really fast, snappy phone and just overall runs great. I haven't really had any problems with it as far as like lag or anything like that. It has like froze like once or twice, but I don't think that's anything to do with the processors or anything. That's probably more a software problem. So yeah, overall, it's just a really fast, snappy, quick phone. So now you know most of the basic stuff with the Galaxy S5. Now let's move on and talk about some of the new features in it. So on the front of the phone at the bottom, built right into the home button is a new fingerprint scanner right there on the Galaxy S5. This fingerprint scanner though actually works a little bit different than the fingerprint scanner built in the iPhone 5S. This one you actually have to take your finger and you actually slide down the home button to scan your fingerprint. Rather than just like pressing your finger on it and just holding it there. Now it is actually pretty accurate. I'd say just as accurate or better than the iPhone 5S Touch ID. But one issue with this is that you have to slide your finger. So if you're using your phone in one hand and you have like something in your other hand that's not free, you can't really use that fingerprint scanner because it's kind of really awkward to hold your phone and slide your finger perfectly down it at the same time. So you kind of need 2 free hands to do this. You can't even really sit it on a table because then it just slides around. And if you have a case on it, that's another story. With like a big lip, it's even harder to get to that fingerprint scanner and slide your whole finger. It does work great, but the fingerprint scanner, I had to turn it off within like 10 minutes of using the phone because I couldn't even unlock my phone unless I had 2 hands free. Now on the back of the S5, right under the camera and beside the LED flash is the new heart rate monitor. And apparently, I do not have a heartbeat according to this thing because it has not worked for me once. I've tried it probably 50 plus times and it always tells me that I need to hold my finger more still and I need to be more quiet. And I've done that, I've been as quiet as possible, I've tried to not move, and it just never works. Either S-Health or the heart rate monitor or something is having an issue and it just doesn't work for me. Or maybe I just don't have a heartbeat, but I'm pretty sure I have. Or I do. I can feel it in there. My girlfriend actually did try it though. I got it to work once, but overall I'm just gonna say the heart rate monitor's a fail because for me, it just hasn't worked. Either it's too sensitive and you just have to like be really still or in a really quiet place, or it just doesn't work all that great. So I'm not gonna spend a lot of time talking about software, but Samsung did actually add a few new features to TouchWiz, which is their like layer over Android. So they added like a magazine app and then like the S Health app and stuff like that. But none of this stuff I've actually used. And that's one thing about Samsung phones that I hear a lot of people say, is that Samsung puts a lot of crap on the phone. And yes, they do. But just like I've done, you don't really have to use it. It's just kind of nice if it's there. Like if I wanted to use S Health or the magazine app, I could. So I don't see why people complain. It's just new features. You don't have to use them. It is loaded down with a lot of crap, but it's just there if you want it. You don't have to touch it or look at it. I will say though, some of the graphical changes they made to TouchWiz are pretty nice. Like they changed up some icons and graphics and stuff like that. And yeah, I think it made it look a little bit better and just have like a nicer feel to it. Now moving on, my absolute favorite part about this phone is the camera on the back. It's a 16 megapixel camera. It has tons of like features and effects in that like camera app, and it takes amazing pictures and video. I actually did a whole separate video on the camera of the Galaxy S5, showing some of the pictures and videos and stuff like that I took, which as you're seeing, they look beautiful. I really like the fact that not only are you taking like high quality pictures and video, but you actually get to see it in real time on this screen in like super high quality. So it's like you're actually getting to see the quality of the pictures and video you're taking, which is, it's really cool. Now the battery on the S5 is another story. This thing is terrible, or at least for me it has been. It's actually a 2800 milliamp hour battery, where the S4 had a 2600 milliamp hour battery. But yeah, this thing just hasn't been great for me. It doesn't last all day. Ever. Like I don't think it has once since I've had it, which is common with most smartphones. None of them really last all day now. But this one's just been like exceptionally bad. Like my iPhone's battery is way better than this. And yes, it is powering a big screen. It's got new chips and stuff like that. So I understand why it's not that great, but it seems like my S4 battery was better than it, which could be the case, but yeah, it's not that great. It doesn't last long, so if you use your phone all day, if you need it all day, you're probably, if you get the S5, you're gonna have to charge it midway through the day just to make sure you can get through. All right, now it's time for my final thoughts and review of the Galaxy S5. That's a great phone. Is it worth the upgrade from the S4? I would say probably not. I would either wait for the next version of the Galaxy phone, or probably wait for another phone to come out that you like even better. It's just not worth the upgrade. There's not that many new features, and it's not really that much better. Not saying it's a bad phone though. The S4 is a great phone, and so is the S5. Obviously it's the same phone except a little bit better. Aside from a few little things, like I said before, like the USB plug and the camera sticking out, even though that was on the S4. Just a few little things like that that bug me. But the things that make up for it is the camera, just how fast it is, the big screen size. This is overall an amazing phone. I really like it. Overall, my use of it has been enjoyable, and I would definitely recommend this phone. So there you go. There's my review of the Galaxy S5. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about the Galaxy S5 after seeing my review on it. Are you going to get the phone? Do you already have it, or do you have another phone in mind that you want to get? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel right there. Click the like button down below if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace. Alright, now before we head out of here, let's take one last look at our sponsor for this video. Audible.com is the leading provider in downloadable digital audiobooks and spoken word entertainment. Audible has over 150,000 titles for you to choose from, and you can download these and play them back anywhere, anytime, and on any device. So if you want to check it out, just go to audible.com/Ty, and you'll get a 30-day free trial, and you get to download one free audiobook of your choice, and you can keep it forever. Since you have a free audiobook for your book recommendation, I would suggest you check out Vagabonding. It's a book about the art of long-term world travel. So basically he teaches you how to travel like a traveler rather than a tourist, and just to like enjoy it and do it on the cheap. There's lots of tips and helpful stuff in there, so if you're into traveling, I definitely recommend you check it out. Again, if you want to sign up and check it out, the URL is audible.com/Ty.